Right, hello once again YouTube, and hello again debug window that comes up every time I start a recording. Welcome back to Astrox Imperium. We're continuing on today with our economy-focused playthrough. Now, last time we finished exploring the... I can't think for the life of me what the faction is called, so I'm calling it for now the Purple region. I see. From Temple Gates onwards, we've gone all the way out. We've explored as far as we can for now. There might be more we can find. Interestingly enough, one thing I noticed is it's sort of curving round. I wonder if there's going to be like all the sections of space curving round, and then there'll maybe be something special in the middle, perhaps. Might just be a guess. Could be that all the stars on the map are the same one, and we're just looking at them from a different angle. I do not know. We bought back a load of stuff last time. I believe I've already moved it over to the fabricator. Going to expand all of these again. No, I haven't moved it over to the fabricator yet. Oh, we're missing a window here, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Let's move these out. We could probably make some new stuff now that we've got these plastic strands. I think the uranium ammo was supposed to be worth quite a lot, which I believe we can make now. No, we didn't get any Danitz crystals. Okay. Oh, the optical interface is worth quite a lot. Yeah, we'll try and make some of those then. No, we can't. What are we missing? Water. Okay, we will quickly go out and mine some of the adamite out here. Yeah, we've been trying to... The idea is that we're hoping for this Let's Play, ideally in the long run, to maybe try and make our own ship from scratch. At some point, perhaps, if that's the thing you could do. If not, I guess we could settle for just making the equipment for it. But at the moment, we're having to go on the small scale. I have just realised as well that I could have offloaded all this stuff and left more space for more ore, but that's fine. I've been buying up all the cheap component blueprints. The only slight issue there being that while we can make a lot of these small components just with the stuff we've been mining up, we can't necessarily do... not do that much with them. We can't necessarily make much money off them yet. These parts don't seem to be worth a lot. I have only just noticed the price on ball bearings. My word. Really? Little metal balls are worth that much? Thousands? I'm also still not sure if the base prices are actually for the item or for the blueprint itself, but I think it might be for the blueprint, but either way. But yes, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do today other than make some stuff. We might take on some missions. We might maybe explore another area of space. We've got 6... Is it 6 main regions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, I had to count there for a moment. I am not 12. But I sometimes feel like it when I play games, honestly. It does make me feel kind of stupid sometimes. Maybe explore blue space since we've got the most of that covered so far. We'll see how things go. Anyway, we'll stick that in the refinery and set that off. Should be able to get, yeah, oxygen, water, and everything we need from that. Tell you what, we'll pick up a second load. Then we'll maybe start exploring blue space while it refines. And on the way, we want to check like the stations, see what blueprints they sell, see what ships they sell, see what skills we can train. I have yet to see a blueprint for a ship, so maybe that you can't do that, or maybe that you have to buy them. I have found out, apparently this game has a ship editor. So, at some point, you never know. I might have a crack at designing my own ship completely. I've seen some fairly impressive stuff done. It looks like it's maybe using preset parts that are already in-game, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, maybe we'll take a crack at that later as well. I might even do that on recording if I can work out how to make it work. But for the moment, I want to play the game with the stuff that's already in it. I have just noticed, interestingly, unlike, I know I compare this game to EVE a lot, but, you know, there are definitely similarities. Normally in that, if you had turrets, there might be like one on each side, so they'd always look right. But I noticed on this one, it's got 2 slots. It actually is just 2 turrets. There's just one on the side. They didn't put it on the bottom or anything for symmetry. It's just, just on the left side. Well, a little strange, but not the worst thing in the world by any means. So go. Yeah, we'll maybe set this off refining and then also oh, right. Fabricator. Yeah, we'll shove these in the fabricator. We'll make some of that ammunition. No, optical display. See what they sell for. Then we'll go off and explore blue space while the rest of it refines. We've got one lot made. 122. And what do they actually sell for if we stick them on the market? 85. Yeah. We're definitely making massively... No, maybe not. I think the price display is maybe just a bit... Oh, what's the word for it? A bit optimistic, perhaps. Aged wine, I see. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things like this where I'm like, I feel like this could be worth something, but because I don't know how to tell what's in demand, I'm not quite sure. I guess maybe the lounge would tell you what's available, but I don't know how you keep track of it, especially as it doesn't log all the older stuff. So, entertainment. Oh, that was another thing we were going to have a look at. We were considering having a look at one of the tutorials for something. This is also interesting. I still don't know how this works. Fleet Command, what was it? One more basic drone? Fleet Command is one we'll maybe look at later. Not going to worry about it yet, because we're kind of before the single ship yet, but... Right, so we're going to head out and have a look around the blue area. At the very... Oh, wait, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to drop off these dang blueprints I keep forgetting about. Then we're going to head off into the blue area. But yes, I'd like to maybe get a read on the map fairly early on so we know what we're working with. So put all of these into here. Look at what we need to make these things. Silicon, oxygen and water. But you don't actually have all of that. Battery cores, oil, nitrogen and calcium. That would be doable. Right? Yeah. They're worth a bit. Not a huge amount, apparently. I think we might as well quickly make some of these and see what they're going to be worth. Switches. Storage tank, nope. And ammunition that I think needs the same thing, so probably also now. 312? That's a little better. Okay, so switches are worth a bit. Ooh, battery cores are good. Battery cores are better. I mean, we've got a lot of them, but that was a bit better. Okay, cargo bay cleared. Autopilot engaged already, apparently. Let's go. Yes, feel free to let me know what you think of the playthrough in the comments. If you'd all prefer I went off and shot things, we could always do that, but I'm liking the idea, at least, conceptually, of trying to make some money for the most part peacefully, but I don't know necessarily what the best way to do that's going to be. It might be missions. Honestly, at the moment, the missions are worth a lot more than the refining we're trying to do, but I'm sure they wouldn't put this in here if it wasn't worth anything, right? I'm not crazy on that, right? Which way do we need to go? Equus Val. That one. Yeah, so far, the purple route was surprisingly calm. I thought life support would be more of an issue. I thought your life support started to like fail if you went too far out. But we got all the way to the end of purple space and never had a problem with it. Now, I don't know if that just means perhaps that that doesn't happen anymore, and it's more just that when you're damaged it's a problem, but it says here no hazard, which I would have thought would mean that there could potentially be hazards, so maybe this route would be more dangerous, maybe it's only certain areas of space. I'm not sure. I'd be interested to see if my theory about the map centering something seems to hold true as well. Or whether it's perhaps just spherical for the nice look. Alright, this looks pretty quiet, but there's a fair few ships about. 2 walkways. Oh, these are electron clouds, right? We mined some of these before. Oh, of course, there's raiders. Valox and Chaffir. Chaffir, there's also Adamite, but why would mine that when we've got... I assume these are the electron clouds? Yeah, or electron orbs even. They were a sort of a mid-range harvestable that apparently is used to jump warp fuel, I think it said. Which I'm assuming is like freighter warp fuel, and Eve lets you teleport around the map rather than having to manually go between jump gates. I'm guessing that's the idea anyway. As far as I'm aware, our ship isn't fitted with one, so we're exploring on the slow boat route. Our ship is not especially slow, I have to admit. Actually, not too bad for zipping about the place exploring. We are a little bit completely toothless because we don't have any offensive weapons, but our best weapon is our engines for running away, basically. Ooh, green star. Now maybe scan the sun here and see if it seems to be the same one as the others. Ooh, hello. That looks like rare ore to me. Let's go take a look at that. Bellicite, yeah, one of the rare ores. It just says star. Medium. I guess it is just a star. Adrenal. This looks like it could be a case of looping back on itself. It looks like a lot of the blue space does that. Or I guess diamonding back on itself. There were some interesting sites to find on the previous route, so I'll be interested to see what's down this way. I don't know how much exploration really pays into this game, whether there's more systems that I can't see by default and there's some kind of exploring mechanism or what, but... Ooh, yellow warp gate, that's new. Change colour. Right, we've got some familiar looking ore here. Red warp gate. Yeah, Torum ore. We've seen that. It's worth a bit. Oh. Oh, exploration assistant medal. Ah. 25,000 credits and 20 skill points. Very nice. I'm not going to complain at that. We'll also sell something up at the station in a minute. No, continue to head towards this though, for now. We'll make a bit of ore while we're here and sell it. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to sell it. Gunstellar. If you don't sell weapons, I'm going to be disappointed, you know. With a name like Gunstellar. And indeed, it looks like it loops back, so we'll go back via Volox, maybe. Later on. So we can check out both routes. I did find out that the best way to do harvesting, if we want to bring stuff back, might be to harvest up a load of stuff, refine it in a nearby station, and then bring it back. Oh, dear sniffle, because the ore seems to be worth... not worth more. The ore compresses up quite nicely. So you can carry a lot more of it refined down into its base materials than you can as raw ore. I'd also be interested to know if you can get like an on-board refinery, but I don't think that's a thing so far from what I've seen. Oh dear, sorry, coughing a lot off screen. Have to go stay hydrated, kids. I'll have to go grab a drink after this recording. Plan to get a whole bunch done today. There should be a whole bunch of episodes scheduled to release one a day, so if you are enjoying this, there should be more coming out fairly soon, basically. But yeah, I know what the soundtrack reminds me of now. It's a bit FTL sounding. Something about the sort of bow, 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 about itself, sort of guitar and that. 5,000 or is that 5? I think it's 5,000, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's another potential good way to make some money. Could just be to stay somewhere like that and sell a bunch of stuff. Well, you know what? They do sell guns. I don't have to be mad. They actually sell quite a lot. And a lot of missile launchers, actually. Acid modules. Gotta get an idea of what we can find around the place. Armor exterior. Prototype cargo expansion, which would be nice, but we can't afford it. Drone command bay. So I guess you need a drone command bay to actually, well, command drones at all then. Which is new, I wasn't aware of that. Trade good. Aged wine, antifreeze, food rations, whiskey. I see, so these are probably the ones where you're meant to buy them and then shift them around the place. Demand, computer component, electronic fragment, engine component, whole chassis, junk part. Weapon parts by the look of it. Oh, and it tells you how much more they're worth. I see. The other thing we're going to check was the university. Oh dear, sorry, I am sorry about the coughing. Oh dear, mass engineering. How fast you can turn. Minor focal range. It's targeting, okay, similar stuff. Burst assistance might be new. But the energy requirements, performance of the engines, more efficient engines, fair enough, right. Kitchener well. What's it, H2? Yep. Digital targets. Try to remember all the hotkeys, there are rather a lot. I'm sure I'll get them in time. These are still interesting to me, like the public generators. I think the idea is they just recharge your energy when you're near them, but I'm not 100% sure. Very kind of them set things like that up for us. That is interesting. That's the first time we've seen that. You do not have to require credits to pay the warp gate fee, or the warp gate system requires a special key to operate the GPS. Okay, so it seems there are places that are locked off for us. For now, I wonder why. Either way, we'll head back through Volox, then we'll head back up to Dogstar and that, and oh dear, and take a look over in that direction. I wonder why we can't go through there. I said about the fee as well, but I'm like, if it is a fee, it's a lot of money. Why can't we go that way, I wonder? What's out there they don't want us to find? That star is very close. I think it's had to do with that effect, but it almost looks like it's getting closer, which I do not like. I do not like that implication. Is stuff all Torum? Yeah, it looks like it. Mazu starship. As usual, let's visit the local station. Won't dock just yet, because we'll let the other gate get scanned. In fact, we could grab a little bit of ore before we dock. Well, yep, that's Razony, that's the way back. See if this time stuff seems to be worth a good bit. If I do, because we're again going for a sort of bit of economy playthrough, we do end up deciding that the best way to make some money might be to grind for it and then refine a load of stuff. I'll probably do that off camera because that'll be a bit slow. I don't mind doing that. I don't know how interesting it is to watch. Yeah, I could say that about this stuff here. It's probably ideally I need to come up with something to talk about during these bits, but it's a little hard to think of things off the bat. A lot of the big YouTubers always seem to manage it, but I usually find whenever I try and think of something like that, it's mind blank, head empty, no thoughts. Not at all ominous forward view. It impressed me also how little we've actually taken out of that rock, technically. Right, now we dock up. Yeah, I'm not sure the extra weight from cargo actually affects our ship at all. I don't really mind if it doesn't, but it does seem to be weightless. This is worth even more here. 6,000 for the same amount. Yeah. There's parts. Yeah, dock. Have a look at the documents. Gaskets, capacitors. Yeah, because one of the things we've been considering... Oh, I'm going to pick that one up because that's cheap. At some point, because we've not been making much money off refining, is that we might have to buy something a bit more complicated and try and make it. Rubber, we'll have that. Service collector 4. Oh, 825,000, not 8,000. Well, not 800, I should say. They do have a university. I was about to say they don't. Passive scanner. Ah, so that speeds those up because they were very slow. Try to take level 1 in a lot of skills if we can, because that seems to unlock more skills further down the line. Oh, sorry, and sniffles. Right. Alright, so now we need to set Autopilot to dog start. And let's go. But at least we're adding stuff to our collection. I think the idea is a lot of the more advanced things require basically just however many of the smaller components. So at least if we're collecting a lot of the smaller components, we'll be able to tech into more stuff later. But again, I am surprised how little money it seems to make. At the moment, we are definitely better off, at least, just not refining and selling the ore, it would seem. It seems maybe not quite right, or maybe just the case of it will change as we go along. Hello, what's that? That's different looking. What are you? Xenox, okay. Oh, that's the valuable one. It's fine, we're already going, but... GPS? Yeah, Xenox is one of the valuable ones. It's not the most valuable ore, but it is a valuable one. Apparently it can explode. If mined, and I quote, too quickly with low-tier machinery, like the two Tier 1 lasers that we just so happen to have. Which does make me a little bit nervous. So I've tended to focus more on the Tor ore, since we've had a good source of that at the far end of the purple route. I'm interested to know if that's still the most valuable ore, or whether there's even more valuable stuff later on. We could definitely do with mining some of that crystal. I can't think of the name, but there's like a crystal that we've needed for a few recipes. The warp is definitely long at times. I'm guessing the idea is you could improve your warp drive to speed up travel time for things like this. Where are we arriving in Dogstar? I think. Tell you what, we'll go to LSR first. Might be jumping there just to come straight back, but we'll see what's out there. I believe that's Gradient? Gradient ore. Yeah, start to recognise them by sight at this point. Which is a reasonably useful ore. Not stellar, nothing particularly special, but it does have a lot of organic components, so it is useful. To some extent, at any rate. I am interested in the long run to try and look at setting up some of our own buildings, see what we can actually do with them. I don't actually know what we can do with them. Whether we could go as far as building our own station, I don't know, but it would certainly be cool if we can. Apparently we have to deliver components to them, so we'll definitely need to do some kind of economy stuff to do that. Right, I'm now in Ellis. Purplish space. You do a very good job of making you feel lonely in these space games, you know. And very, very small. Let's see what we're looking at. The gigantic boulders and the various stations. Desban, the station. There's 2 warp gates. One back to Dogstar, I'm guessing. One to Callisus and one forwards. It's a V. Oh, it's Torrimore. Okay. More of the valuable stuff. Let's check out Desmond. I guess at the moment it's more of an explorer playthrough. So we're not really making much money off of the resources we're gathering. We will do a little bit of mining here while we're here. And then we'll go into the station. Yes, when I say industry, I like the idea of maybe going the whole way and refining it all the way up. Like I say, I like the idea of trying to maybe eventually build our own ship. But again, I don't know if you can. I haven't seen any blueprints for ships. Just oh, so I keep knocking the cable. Just for parts. Oh, we got some skill points. We could definitely do with upgrading our lasers at some point. I was thinking, oh, they're fairly quick. It's not too much of an issue, but could definitely be quicker. We did have the opportunity to buy a level 5 laser, I think it was a little while back, but I'm trying to save that money because I think probably the best thing we could do when we get there is to upgrade our whole ship. Not that we've quite got to that point yet, because ships are not cheap. We probably need about 1 million to upgrade to anything decent, but we'll see what we can find. Maximum number of targets. Oh, I think we clicked on a rock by accident. Right. Let's go. And dock. Okay, they've got a market. No, they haven't got a market. So we'll need to sell the ore later on, but they've got a shipyard and they've got a uni. Mining cruiser. Big cargo hold, many turrets, very nice. Can't afford, and can't fly. Mining frigate. We also cannot fly because we don't have frigate operation. Pirate carrier, again with the sails, which I love. Mechanis, which we could fly. Improved cargo bay, more turrets and whatnot. 1.7 million. Pirate utility, same again. It's got even more space. Well, it's not built for mining. But it's reasonably nicely built. Star-class shuttle. Smaller than what we've got. Not interested. I guess we could add it to a fleet, but demi-carrier support, or support carrier, and a pirate escort. Escort's cute. That's cheap, but the internal space is lower. I guess we could fit a second cargo bay expander, and it might even work out the same, but I want an improvement, not the same. So we're going to pass on that. University. Fabrication accountant. Could potentially be good. We do use the fabricator. Market distributor. Shape better prices. Absolutely. We'll even maybe take a few levels at that if we can. We'll take that as well because, you know, we're gonna put a few points into market distributor because I'm just like, just better prices outright. Yes, please. No wonder we're struggling. Can we? I will tell you what. I will pop back into LSR on the way back, and we'll pick up the second tier, so we're not waiting around too long. I need to remember to come back here and pick up another tier or two. And surprisingly, as I said, a skill that just makes you more money is one we want. Very much so. Interestingly, this gate is red. I wonder if we're about to be locked off again. Because the other one we couldn't get through was red as well. Yeah. Can't get through. Either we need a key or... Someone shooting? Oh, they are. Okay, tell you what, we'll... Oh, it's turrets on that. Yeah, defensive gun platform. Shoot at some pirates. Alright. Yeah, we do get charged a bit of a docking fee. I guess we'll take another level of market distributor right away. In fact, considering it's been about the right time, I might call the episode there. We'll take some levels in that off recording, and then we'll come back to explore the other half of the blue area that we still haven't been to, which is Jongio Luxor. But yes, interesting. We managed to get to purple space, no problem at all, and at this point we've been stopped a lot more, so there clearly is stuff I meant to come back to later, or something along those lines. But yes, hopefully you've all enjoyed YouTube, and I'll see you all again next time.